Hey there, YouTube. Captain Dragon Blade. Be doing a revamped version of this deck. Yes. I still don't have the other OG Buster Blader, which is kind of sad. But a friend of mine said that he didn't have it, so it turns out that only my friend Sam was only to get me the OG Buster Blader. Got this one from Anthony. Um, Really good card overall. Just obviously this is a Buster Blader deck, so you're supposed to run two OG ones, and then the new Destruction Swordsman. The new Destruction Swordsman's effect was discussed in the last video, so I won't really go much into it. Triple Whelp, the main tuner, and also your main searcher. When he's normal summoned, you can add a Destruction Sword card from your deck to your hand, and then you can activate one of the following effects. You can either tribute him off while he's on the field, to special summon a Buster Blader from the graveyard, or your hand. His other effect is if he's in the graveyard, you can discard a Destruction Sword card from your deck to from your hand to the graveyard to special summon him from the grave, which is really helpful. If you have Destruction Swords Infusion, there is a little loop that you can do with this card over and over and over again every turn. Then triple of Dragon Buster Destruction Sword, really good. While it's equipped to Buster Blader, your opponent cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. And while he is equipped, you can special summon him to the field, which is helpful so you can make Buster Dragon. And he's also a Cards of Consonance target because he has a small attack. Then a Wizard Buster and a Robot Buster, this being another Summoner Monk target, which I'll get into later. Wizard Buster is like a Abyss Dweller, and its other effect is you can send it while it's equipped to get a Destruction Sword monster from your graveyard to your hand. Face-up spells and traps cannot activate their effects, and then while this is equipped to a monster, you can send it to the graveyard and have it gain 1,000 attack. So it becomes, it makes Buster Blader 36, which is really helpful. Or the Fusion, even, if you have Buster Dragon on the field. Then we go double, Summoner Monk. Summoner Monk helps with the rank 4 engine in here, and the 1-tech card, which is a Top Runner. Top Runner is a level 4 tuner. You probably have never seen this card before, but I have it. It's from Star Strike Blast, and it's very overlooked. Its effect is not really, nothing, but the fact that it's a level 4 that you can bring out through him for Exceed or Synchro Material is phenomenal. A lot of people overlooked it, and I said, you know what, let me test him. Let me see if he works, and he does. The times that I do get first turn Summoner Monk, I can make Start of Spark Dragon pretty much with ease, thanks to that. And Summoner Monk can also bring out some other targets. The Triple Heroic Challenger Assault Halberd, another engine of the deck that's part of the Rank 4 engine. This deck lacked monsters, so I figured that let me try putting in these bad boys and see how it works. Assault Halberd inflicts piercing damage, and when he inflicts damage to your opponent, you can add a heroic card from your deck to your hand, which would be 2 Heroic Challenger Thousand Blades. You all know what he does. He ran in, Clowns, or Clown Blade, as it was before. This entire setup is pretty nice to have. It worked out wonders for me because I was able to actually do a rank 4 spam sort of ordeal, and as well as putting on pressure. This guy can come back from the graveyard, which is helpful too, so he can come out and block an attack for you. But yeah, it helps deck thinning. There's 19 monsters now, so it's pretty hefty count. Then we're going to go to the spells, very technical. 1, Lightning Vortex, because I do not own a Raigeki, but discarding in this deck actually helps a lot. Being able to send the Whelps or the Destruction Swordsman or anything you need in the graveyard at that point to the grave is really helpful. Rhoda to search out all the Assault Halberds, really. I mean, Rhoda is at 1, why not run it? Foolish Burial is just there to just dump the Whelp and the Destruction Swordsman. Same with this card, you dump the Destruction Swordsman, you special summon the Whelp, then you tribute the Whelp, bring out the Destruction Swordsman. Stupid stuff happens. Triple Cards of Consonance, this is the only draw card they have, and it's mandatory to run it through. You want to see this card almost all the time. I've never had a time where it be dead, because Summoner Monk can get rid of it if it is dead. Double Forbidden Lance, this used to be Dress. I voted over Lance because the attack decrease is better. And just in case I want my halberd to search me a thousand blades, I can have it run over something and have this, lose his attack. 800's a lot, so the way that I figure it, he'll always win the fight. And double MST because I don't have Twin Twisters for this deck. Double Destruction Swordsman Fusion. You can pitch a card from your hand to add this back from your graveyard to your hand. Then you can fuse from either side of the field monsters from your hand or your side of the field, or anywhere on the field. If you have Buster Dragon, a Buster Blader on the field, or in your hand, and you have this card, it basically says, yeah, I'm getting the fusion out whether you like it or not. And you can go a little loop with Whelp in that card, and then a Kaiser because this deck cannot spam really fast, so you want to stop their plays and just have Buster Blader grow really big. And just being able to have it on the field along with this, a Dragon Buster, and everything else for protection, you're set. You don't really need to worry. I mean, Twin Twister is a card, yeah, but it's not that bad. Plus, they're gonna want to get rid of your Royal Decree for traps, because now we're in the trap section. They're gonna want to get rid of Decree because Decree just shuts down all their traps, and it gives them another target besides that and Kaiser. Then, one Destruction Swordsman Flash. If you control the fusion monster, you can banish all monsters your opponent controls. Then, if a Buster Blader monster you control would be targeted by a card or effect, you can banish this from the graveyard and negate the effect and destroy it, which is really helpful. It's like a mini breakthrough skill. Then a warning and a breakthrough skill. That's about it for spells and traps. Then we're going to go to monsters. 2 of the fusion. Really good card. Has like 1,000 effects. It gains 1,000 attack for every face-up monster, for every dragon on the field or in the graveyard. Your opponent's side, obviously. It does piercing damage, and it also negates their monster effects. Sorry for the glare. It negates their dragon's monster effects while they're face up on the field. It also changes them from attack to defense, and it can do piercing damage. It's just all too good not to run. It's a 28 beater, and it's the fusion we got. 1 Samsara, it's okay. Has a lot of big booty. It's really the only reason he's there. Then we run 2 Buster Dragons. Thanks to Anthony, I was able to get 2 of them. When it's all monsters your opponent controls become Dragon type. Once per turn, if you do not control a Buster Blader monster, you can special summon it from the graveyard. Then you can equip a Destruction Sword monster during your opponent's turn. Destruction Sword monster from your graveyard to the Buster Blader. So, equip Dragon Buster, equip Wizard Buster, anything that's appropriate in that situation. And it's got a 28 booty, so they're not going to run over it really fast. The other level 8s, we have a Stardust Spark Dragon and a Crimson Blader. This is specifically for Monarchs, so you want to make this first turn, and Monarchs just can't really play unless they just get their tributes off that turn, which usually you try not to let them do that. And Stardust Spark Dragon because it's Stardust Spark Dragon and because it protects them from, having that first turn protection. I can't tell you how many times I've made him first turn because of Top Runner. Top Runner is a really good addition just to make him, and there you go. Then a Gigant Castle because I don't have a Trishula. Slacker for that random time where you have a Whelp and a Whelp, or a Whelp or a Dragon Buster. It's happened before, trust me, people. Just stack for Slacker and just kind of stall it out. That's really why she's there. Then the rank 4s, we run triple. We run 3. 101, then we run Heroic Champion Excalibur and a Castel. These 2 are self-explanatory. This needs a little explaining. Heroic Challenger, Assault Halberd, and the Heroic 1,000 Blades. When you discard for 1,000 Blades to special the Challenger, you can only special summon Heroics that turn. So it puts you under a summon lock. But if you have this guy, you don't need to worry. Make him, and you just kind of go with your turn. Sure, it's not the best option, but having a 4K beater for pretty much 2 turns is really helpful. The other 2 are self-explanatory, so yeah. Big Eye, for the random time that you have 2 Buster Bladers. That's happened to me before, where I've had the Destruction Swordman and a Buster Blader. It's rare, but it happens, and the guy just is nice to stack into. Then a Lancelot and an Aegeon. An Aegeon is just more of a tech card, really. It's like Samsara and Girgigot Castle. It's got a 3,000 booty. It banished their Exceed, Synchros, and Fusion monsters. And Lancelot just helps with the lock. If you have a Dragon Buster Blader, the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman, God, that's a mouthful. Buster Dragon and this on the field, they can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! At all. So good luck trying to get any monster effect happen. Good luck trying to get that Raigeki off. That's not going to happen. Alright, card of the night is Buster Dragon. This is 13 Dragon Blade signing off.